Morning, everyone. I've been struggling the last few days and encouraged to do a video rather than write. So I'm gonna try this live feature instead of writing posts for a while and see if I can connect with more people. So the reason I'm doing this today is an attempt to try to communicate more clearly. As some of you may or may not know, I went through a profound healing journey back in 2001. And in that journey, I learned how to love myself and set boundaries, and how to communicate my feelings. And, I've been holding Sacred Heart circles for over 5-6 years now, I guess. And I've been running into people along my journey that don't like it when I set boundaries. And the people that are wearing the mask of politicians and bankers and CEOs and all that kind of stuff, they don't behave properly. They don't behave with love. And so I chose to walk away from all of that. And narcissists and people that want to control and manipulate don't like that. Try to shame or manipulate or control or even induce fear. But I've found in my journey, those boundaries are extremely important. And so I consciously chose not to participate with what they do and the fictional constructs that they create and the fear that they try to induce. And I know it's hard because, there was a lot of benefits and privileges of participating with the system, but I, in good conscience, couldn't do that anymore. But as a result, I've also had lots of people trying to entice me into other groups and organizations and that kind of stuff, and I say no to them. And I know it may sound weird, but I've worked hard to know who I am, to set my boundaries, and to express that in my relationships. And sometimes it's hard saying no. It's painful walking away. I give people opportunities to bring themselves back into honor. But if they can't do that, then I'll move on. So I've been judged and accused of all kinds of things because I because I have these boundaries, and there's certain perceptions of what love is, and for me, tough love is tough, and it's uncomfortable, and it's challenging. But my friend Claude shared a video a couple days ago, and I'm gonna post it in the comments of this video, about how Christ dealt with narcissists and people that claim authority and people that try to manipulate and control. And I felt that it was a beautiful confirmation of the approach that I take. And it's hard, because I do want to build tribe and build a community around me, but I want it to be a healthy one, not one that's manipulative and full of trauma and passive aggressive behaviors and all that kind of stuff, which means there's a lot of healing that needs to take place. And that's a reason why I hold my Sacred Heart circles. I hold them to hold space so that we can navigate this in a healthy way and in a safe way, to be able to heal and learn about these nuances that saved my life and allows me to then hold space for others. But I also know my energy is limited, and I'm not going to sacrifice myself to appease others either. So, I walk my path, and, I walk away from those that cross my boundaries. I'll call them out and I'll challenge them. But there comes a time where I do have to say, goodbye. And that's hard. But I also pray that the experience helps shake us out of this complacency that we have in regards to how we communicate and treat one another. Because the way the system treats people is not okay. Not even close to being okay. And how we treat family and friends is also not okay either. So I'm not saying I'm perfect in it all. I'm still navigating and healing and learning. But I'm not going to tolerate people pulling that kind of shit. And I'm hoping that these videos that I do will help bring some clarity and connection to the relationships that I have and what I'm trying to do in this journey that I'm on of healing and tribe building. So, I pray that this helps us to communicate more clearly, to build stronger connection, to heal and navigate this. And I'm not doing this out of spite or revenge or disrespect or any of that kind of stuff. I'm just doing my best to call the shit out and not participate in it. And so, I'm going to do a few videos here over the next few weeks. And hopefully this will help clarify what I'm doing and help people connect with the work. You know, the invitation's there if people want to um, join the Sacred Heart Circle and do the work and navigate this, you know, and take ownership. Like for me, it's about owning my shit and healing and doing the work. And I work really, really hard to do that. I have a handful of people in my life that are beautiful space holders for me, and I talk to them on a daily basis, or sometimes a weekly basis. And it's all I ask is people own their shit. And we all have shit to deal with, including myself. But I know that if we do that, we can navigate this. So thanks for listening, and thank you, Sonia and Sandy, for watching this live. I appreciate the two of you and love you both very much. Just gonna... I don't know if you can see that, but nice place to be.